Digital product design is complex. The interfaces that we're designing today aren't just screenshots, they're systems. They have to adapt to countless devices and screen sizes. They have different states and dynamic content, and they're always being iterated and improved. The problem is, most of our tools were built for print design, things like laying out magazine spreads and retouching photos. Designing digital products with these tools can feel impossible, so we think it's time for a different approach. We've set out to build an entirely new design tool for both Mac and Windows. It's called Subform. In our existing tools, a design can only be one size. If you change the artboard to be smaller or larger, the design breaks. The layout can't adapt to that new size. Subform works differently. When you resize the artboard, your design automatically adjusts. You can select different device presets, manually resize, and even rotate the orientation. Instead of constantly pushing pixels, in Subform you can create relationships and rules between elements. When you add elements, delete them, or change the artboard size, Subform uses your rules to adjust the layout automatically. This also means you can preview a design on multiple devices at the same time. You can make a change on one artboard, and each device will render the layout appropriate for its size. Reusable components are an important part of digital product design, but with print tools, it's always been tough to make them work like they do in production. States are a great example. A basic control like this toggle might have 3, on, off, and disabled. In existing tools, you'd have to make 3 entirely separate components like this. But in Subform, one component can have multiple states. You can quickly cycle through the states, and you can do it right in the context of your design. There's no limit to the number of states that a component can have. In existing tools, if you make a change to one state, it doesn't affect the others. The other states are separate components, so any change has to be repeated for each one. In Subform, you can apply style changes across the different states of a component. You can make a change one time, and it automatically applies to every single state. Lastly, components aren't carbon copies. They often need to change slightly to fit their context. Consider this basic menu component. You might want to reuse it on this screen over here, but the labels are distances, and on this screen they need to be actions. In Subform, you can override a component's text content on an individual instance. Because the action names are longer, the menu layout automatically gets wider to accommodate them. Even though these two menus now have different text and sizes, they're still the same component, so changes like tweaking the highlight color remain consistent between them.
That's just some of what Subform can do. Kevin and I have been working off our own savings for the last 12 months, exploring all these different ideas. We're really excited about what we've built, but we need your help to finish it.
When you back us on Kickstarter, you'll get one of the first copies of Subform before anyone else. You'll also get access to our private forum, where you can work directly with Ryan and me to make sure that Subform fits into your personal design workflow.
As a designer, it's been really amazing to work with things like responsive layout and realistic components while I design. We're excited to share that with you, but we need your support to make it happen. Thanks for watching.